Hi everyone. When I'm recording this, there is just a lot of erratic energy in the fields, and the divine has been kind of just prompting me to bring through this activation and transmission just for healing and grounding at this time. So whenever you happen upon this activation is definitely the right time for you. But for those who are, especially those in the US, but also around the world, who are feeling this tension, I'm just going to be holding space during this activation and bringing through whichever codes and frequencies the divine wants for us right now to kind of help mitigate that and help clear some of that out of our field so we can get back to a place of grounding and continue to anchor the light and do the work that we were called here to do. So before I hit record, I did start to grid this space and set up the parameters for this. But just to reiterate, I am definitely commanding that all of our allies, our teams, our guides, our spirit guides, benevolent ancestors are here protecting us. Our higher selves we are connected fully to our higher selves at this time. We are fully protected in this space. And I'm opening myself up as a conduit to the divine for the highest good of the collective and the highest good of all. As a just quick reminder, please do not listen to this activation while driving, operating heavy machinery, or doing anything that needs a lot of focus. I definitely recommend laying down, sitting down, relaxing if you can while listening to this activation. I can already feel a lot of really intense divine energy coming in to help us, and making sure that you have maybe some water nearby. And just also another just disclaimer that these transmissions do not replace medical care. So if you're under the care of a physician, obviously continue to follow that care. But otherwise, we will step into this container and start this activation. So I am just setting this activation as a morphic field on autopilot, so this can be accessed forever and ever. And if you'd like to partake in these healing frequencies, just say yes aloud or internally. Sealing the space that we're in, and then we are going to start with a grounding protocol. So I recommend just closing your eyes. And we're going to also just kind of calm our nervous system here, just with a little bit of breath work with some pranayama. So just breathing in for 4, hold for 2, and then breathe out for 7. And once again, just breathing in for 4, hold for 2, and then breathe out for 7. Breathing in for 4, holding for 2, and then breathing out for 7. And we're going to start by anchoring ourselves. So just bringing your awareness into your heart chakra. And as you bring your awareness into your heart chakra, you'll see this jewel, this like gemstone appear right in your heart chakra. And however it appears for you is fine. Whatever color it is, whatever type of gem or crystal it is fine. And from that gem or from that crystal, you're going to see a beam of energy go straight down. So down your spine, down your chakra column, down between your legs. And that beam of light is going to keep going through the floor, through the earth, and it's going to keep going all the way down until it finds the center of the earth and just anchors right into the center of the earth. And just feel that connection to Mother Gaia. Just kind of breathe into that, feel that connection strengthening. Feel that beam of light just getting really, really anchored into the earth. And then as you do, bring your awareness back up to that gemstone in the middle of your heart chakra. And this time we're going to have another beam of light going upwards, straight up the chakra column. up through the spine, up through the top of your head, up through the ceiling, and it's going to keep going up through the sky, through space, and it's going to go up all the way into space and anchor into the center of the universe. And you can see that as anchoring into a star or a planet. It can anchor into anything, an asteroid. It's anchoring into source. It's anchoring into the center of the universe. And just start to feel that connection as well, and that beam of light just start to strengthen that anchoring into the center of the universe. And then as you bring your awareness back into your heart chakra and into that gem or that stone, you're going to start to feel that anchoring from both sides. You're going to start to feel that safety on both sides into the earth and then also into the center of the universe. And then that gemstone in your heart chakra is going to start to expand until it starts to form this orb. And this orb can be whatever color that you want. It could be the color of the gemstone. It can be any color. And it forms this just translucent orb that keeps growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And it's actually going to get bigger until it's bigger than your entire body. And it's actually going to be the size of the room that you're in. So your entire room is going to be sealed off in this beautiful orb. You and your entire room is going to be protected. And you know and you believe that you are protected in this time, completely protected, sealed, anchored in, entering into the field. And just setting the intention that these codes and frequencies that come in fully anchor in, and that you feel this healing fully. So the first thing that we're actually going to be doing is some clearings in the field. I mentioned at the beginning that there's quite a few energies right now that are very, very strong. So I'm going to go silent for a moment just to prepare to start doing some of those clearings. And I won't mention what we're clearing, but I'll just need a moment to set up this protocol. Okay, so there's several limiting beliefs that we're going to start clearing. We're going to be clearing the belief it's hopeless, there's no point, I can't do anything, I have bad genes or bad DNA, I'll never be happy, I'm destined for doom. So clearing all of these down to zero minus infinity in all dimension, time, space, and reality. We're clearing these all the way through past, present, future, parallel, or this life. We're clearing physical, non-physical, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, superconscious. Clearing these through all 13 systems of the body, all subtle bodies, chakras, organs, ancestral, and the umbilicus. Clearing this all the way down to the DNA, clearing all limiting beliefs. We're also going to be clearing traumas around disease, immigration, prison camps, schools, clearing all of those traumas down to zero minus infinity in all dimension, time, space, and reality, clearing through all past, present, future, parallel, or this life, clearing physical, non-physical, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, superconscious, clearing through the 13 systems of the body, all subtle bodies, chakras, organs, ancestral, the umbilicus, and all the way down to the DNA. Clearing addictions around feeling frustrated or loneliness. Clearing both of those down to zero minus infinity in all dimension, time, space, and realities. Clearing through all past, present, future, parallel, or this life. Clearing physical, non-physical, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, superconscious, the 13 systems of the body, all subtle bodies, chakras, organs, ancestral, and the umbilicus. Clearing all the way down to the level of the DNA. And clearing emotions around blaming, erratic feelings, frustration, overwhelm, being tearful or crying. Clearing those all the way down to zero minus infinity in all dimension, time, space, and reality. Clearing through all the past, present, future, parallel in this life. Clearing physical, non-physical, conscious, subconscious, unconscious, superconscious. Clearing through the 13 systems of the body, all subtle bodies, chakras, organs, ancestral, the umbilicus. Clearing any spiritual causes and clearing all the way down to the level of the DNA. So just letting that integrate all those clearings. We cleared several things there all the way down. And as that's clearing, I'm also going to just bring in a tool here to alchemize any negative energy sitting in your field. And this is going to transmute any negative energy that's floating around your light body and transmuting it to the highest frequency possible. So you might see this as kind of like black clouds that are kind of like moving into gold clouds or white clouds. But in either case, you might feel kind of this swirling energy around you as we start this alchemization. And yeah, I'm just seeing just a lifting of these energies in the lower legs as well. It's feeling kind of in the calves, shin area, like a heaviness that's being lifted, especially there, and in the feet. There's a lot of heavy energy transmuting now. And we're going to go ahead and set that on autopilot to just kind of continue, as there is a lot of negative energy being floating around. And I'm also seeing the divine bringing in this just beautiful green frequency just coming into our field. This is kind of coming into several of the lower chakras, so mostly the root chakra and sacral, but also into the Earth Star as well. So this does feel like a lot of this is around kind of grounding and stability right now. It's feeling very lower chakra. And also bringing in the water element as well here, kind of just continuing this sweeping, kind of washing away of any stagnant energies here. This water seems to be very, very, very supportive right now for us, bringing that through. I'm also feeling kind of dolphin energy here as well. Yeah, it's actually feeling very multi-dimensional as well. Almost like they're like dolphins from another universe, another planet coming in. But it's feeling very supportive, bringing in a little bit of kind of lifting, positive, joyful energy, just kind of inviting that in as well. Okay, and then the next thing I'm being kind of drawn to call in here is we're actually going to be doing kind of a sweep of all of the chakras. So kind of drawing your attention back to those beams of energy that we started at the beginning. So there should be a beam of light going all the way up from the center of the universe all the way down through your body and into the core of the earth. So we're going to focus on that beam of energy, but only from about the soul star chakra, which is a couple feet above your head, to the earth star chakra, which is about a foot or so below your feet. So that portion of the beam, we're just going to widen it to about 6 inches wide. So we're going to make that beam of light about 6 inches wide from the soul star to the earth star, so that we can allow some frequencies to come in. And the first thing that I'm actually seeing coming through is just this very, very like bright white, like neon white light that almost has like specks of gold and silver coming down. It's coming down, starting from the soul star chakra and going through all chakras, cleaning front and back of each chakra simultaneously, from the soul star chakra to the earth star chakra. And if this feels kind of intense, just continue to breathe through this. And it's definitely so in the heart chakra in particular, it's breaking up a lot of stagnant energy there, just moving this kind of grief energy out of the heart chakra. Also into the root chakra as well, especially. So it's cleaning all of these frequencies front and back. And I'm also seeing this purple, kind of a light purple light coming in as well, supporting that. So just allowing these lights to come in, these lights from the divine, to clean out all of these chakras front and back. I'd also like to just connect into another frequency here, allowing again, those frequencies to continue moving through the chakras, but also calling in this rainbow plasma light just to clear anything that's siphoning our energy. So just calling in this rainbow plasma. Thank you, thank you. Yes, calling that into the beam of light, clearing out all of these chakras, removing, clearing out anything siphoning our energy, anything negative, any trauma field around what's happening right now, just removing that out of our field right now. And just make sure that you're continuing to breathe through this as this is alchemizing. I'm also feeling this amethyst frequency wanting to come in. So we're just going to go ahead and connect into the crystalline kingdom and calling in the energy of amethyst. It's feeling just very high vibrational, just allowing us to connect to our intuition at this time. And the thing that I'm hearing is, connecting to this amethyst frequency to kind of help guide us as to what action needs to be taken right now, if any. And it's kind of just like reminding us to stay in the moment, but also just kind of to clear that third eye and clear that crown with this amethyst energy. And yeah, I'm actually starting to feel that coming in very strongly into the third eye and into the crown. So you might feel some pressure there as well. Yeah, so I'm being drawn, definitely to the third eye and crown at this time. So we're going to stop the frequencies going through all of the chakras, and we're going to focus in on the third eye and the crown. So definitely that amethyst frequency coming in, but I'm also going to bring in some wind frequency, some air frequency into the crown chakra and start moving just kind of any like static or fogginess that's coming in. I'm also seeing like a dark purple frequency coming in as well for us into the crown, and also very like angelic frequency. So if you work with angels, if that resonates with you, you might start feeling that as well. Very like angelic frequency coming into the crown chakra and the third eye. And I'm also going to bring through a gold flame to alchemize anything, any stuckness, any blocks around the third eye and the crown. So I'm just going to put in a gold flame here to start alchemizing that. And also, an animal totem is coming in as well right now. I'm seeing kind of like this, like a green beetle, like this iridescent green beetle coming in as a helper right now. So that might be a synchronicity for you, but that's definitely a helpful energy that's coming in. This kind of small iridescent green beetle. And again, just letting that gold flame continue to alchemize, continue to move out any blocks in the crown chakra and third eye. And yeah, I'm starting to see that open up more, allowing more light in. And I'm also being told here, we're going to also clear the space in between the crown chakra, so essentially the top of your head and that soul star chakra, just to allow for kind of better connection into your higher self and better connection into the divine. So I'm going to start bringing in, we're actually going to bring in a blue flame into that space just to allow for any static here, any interference here to be removed. I'm also calling on the Celestine fire into the space as well, in the space between the crown chakra and the soul star chakra, to remove any interference. Transmute any miasma in this space. Collapse out any interference in this space, allow for connection from the crown chakra to the soul star chakra. It's just bringing in this very like white hot, like white gold frequency into that space. You might feel that like a tingling at the top of your crown chakra. Okay, great. And so now we're actually going to focus on the entire light body at this time. So focusing in on the Earth Star chakra, which is about a foot below the feet, all the way up to the Soul Star chakra above our head. We're actually going to bring through, it's almost like a tornado of crystalline light around the entire light body. So you might start to feel this swirling around, and I'm going to start infusing this with a few different energies, but the first thing that's coming through is actually this beautiful red energy. It's feeling very earthy, very grounding, and also just bringing in this purple energy as well. And setting the intention here to clear out any interference in the light body, but also to bring in balance to the divine masculine and divine feminine to the level that is appropriate for each person in the collective. And I'm being told here we're going to start bringing in some frequencies as well here. So we've done a lot of collapsing out, we've done a lot of transmuting, we've done a lot of alchemizing, but we want to make sure that we're also bringing in fresh energies here as well to help us move forward. I now request access to the Christ codes, and I activate them to peace, divine knowledge, understanding, inspired action, hope, rest, and abundance. Thank you, and I activate all of those in the fields of each person in the collective. And just allowing that to integrate into your field. Calling in more balancing for the divine masculine and divine feminine. Allowing for and inviting in divine love and divine order, but also divine justice and divine law into our field and for the highest good of everybody in the collective. And also I'm hearing specifically here too for those who identify as light workers, leaders, healers, etc. Just putting the extra intention here of just really being able to step into what's necessary at this time, and not with a sense of desperation, but within the correct time. And just continuing to breathe through this. And now we're being called to do just a quick visioning to close this out, kind of defining the new templates that we're bringing in. And the divine keeps bringing peace up, just that keeps coming forward. So the first template we're going to bring in for the collective here is a template and a pattern of peace. And collaboration is the next thing I'm hearing here. And I'm actually seeing like a flock of birds here. I'm trying to kind of see what kind of birds they are, but I think what the divine is getting at here is, when birds, migrate, when they fly, they kind of form these patterns. And, to our eyes, it could seem like, they just, how are they doing this? How are they able to all move in the same direction together? And there's a coordination that's required for us right now. But we can only do that if we are grounded and ready to collaborate. And we need that peace first. So definitely bringing in these templates for peace and collaboration. And just calling in this bird energy as well, just inviting that template from the animal kingdom to support us at this time. And I'm also being shown, ocean waves coming in and out. And the divine is reminding us at this time about the ebb and flow of life, the ebb and flow, the ups and downs of life. And just reminding us that it's not always apparent the grander plan. It's not always apparent the bigger picture, but to be able to learn how to withstand these ups and down times, and remain anchored, almost like putting our feet in the sand almost. I'm inviting that energy also, that ocean energy back in as well. And the divine is inviting you at this time to set your own intention here as well, which will be sealed in this container. And each time that you listen to this, if you come back and listen to this, you can always set a new intention, but that intention will stay in this container in the field for as long as you want. So just taking about a minute or so to set that intention. And if you don't have a specific intention, it's fine to just, go with the collective intention of peace. But take this moment now to just set your intention for whatever you most need at this time. Okay, and as we close out this healing, I'm once again requesting access to the Christ codes and activating them for divine love, and just bringing in this beautiful, this light blue aquamarine frequency. It's a very motherly frequency. This feels really, really needed at this time, almost like, a hug from the divine, just a nurturing hug from the divine. But also just this reminder that you are powerful and that you can do amazing things, you can do great things. But just in this moment, knowing that you're seen and you're heard and you're loved. So as we close out, just keep remembering to breathe here. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. We're anchor locking and sealing this work in and setting ourselves up onto this timeline, this new highest timeline, the highest timeline possible, and crystallizing it. We set that intention to crystallize it, and we fully integrate this healing into mind, body, soul, and spirit. So we anchor, lock, and seal. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out into that soul star chakra at the top of your head. And then take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out into that earth star chakra below your feet. I'm setting the intention that these frequencies and codes will continue to integrate over time to the fullest extent needed and for as long as needed. Setting the intention that the healing and the frequencies and the codes integrate at a level that is appropriate for each person in the collective. And setting the intention that each person in the collective receives after this transmission any additional healing messages needed for them at this time. Anchor locking and sealing all of this in, all work finished, and so it is. So thank you so much for joining this transmission. I hope that this was helpful and supportive for you at this time. Please let me know in the comments how this felt. Please remember to drink a lot of water as things continue to clear and integrate. You can also take Epsom salt baths. I also recommend earthing, putting your feet in the earth, walking in nature, journaling, making art, just doing anything that's supportive for you at this time.